For Dartmouth-Cole Harbour.
Workers across Canada continue to face delays in having EI claims processed. According to PSAC, over 30,000 people are waiting to get their claims processed in Atlantic Canada alone. 8,000 of those are waiting more than 28 days. Today's StatsCan indicates GDP is contracted by 3.4%. That means more heavy job losses, and yet the minister responsible for EI continues to be oblivious to Canadians who are losing their jobs. Why is this minister incapable of understanding the hardship suffered by Canadian families who have to wait for their EI checks?
The Honourable Minister of Human Resources and Skills Development.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. The fact is that we are very, very engaged in trying to make sure that those who've been unfortunate enough to lose their jobs do get the EI for which they qualify as quickly as possible. Mr. Speaker, that's why we've already been bringing back recent retirees who are skilled at handling EI. We've extended our hours. We are adding automation to the system to make the processing go faster. In fact, Mr. Speaker, we're processing up to 50% more claims now than we were a year ago, and we're doing most of those, unfortunately not all, but most of those on time. We're getting better at it too.
The Honourable Member for Dartmouth-Cole Harbour.
Mr. Speaker, I don't think the minister really gets it. A delay in getting a check to a family means that they could miss a mortgage payment or even have difficulty putting food on the table. Now, how is that stimulating our economy? A family that suddenly finds themselves without a paycheck depends on EI to get them through a tough time. And yet this minister does nothing because she said she doesn't want to make EI too lucrative. These workers paid into EI and they have a right to get it when they need it. Now, when will this minister do something, anything at all? Or will the minister appoint somebody over there who actually cares about unemployed Canadians?
Yes, the Honourable Minister of Human Resources and Skills Development.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. We are trying to take care of these people because they need and deserve it. That's why we're stepping up overtime. That's why we're increasing automation. That's why we're being proactive in reaching out to companies who indicate they may be having layoffs. That's why we're expanding our work-sharing program, our targeted initiative for older workers, and significantly expanding the training to help these people get back to work in jobs that will last them, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank the member for his support of the budget on that.
The Honourable Member for Peaches East York.
Mr. Speaker, this government is trying to mislead Canadian women. They have said their so-called pay equity legislation is based on the Ontario Pay Equity